God. I'm starting to understand why Shakespeare wrote 154 sonnets. Poetry is alive and well. It's crashing through my bone structure, rattling a ribcage tartan. Shakespeare did say, "The truest of poetry is the most feigning, and I can believe it. So consider this poem the most exaggerated of truths, falsest of confessions, and truest of lies. And look, I know they say that lying is a sin, so forgive me, dear God, but they also say you only truly love once. But I think I fall in love every time I read a play or poem, and sometimes more, in between all the too long bus rides and student fees, part-time hours, and lukewarm tea during the poetry. Books, music, art, I'm in love again, dear God, is that you in the songs and paintings and plays lately? I'm having a hard time believing it." Shakespeare did say, "If music be the food of love, play on, give me excess of it, and dear God, I thought I saw you in the face of a little boy learning to play the violin. As he pulled music from a bow, I saw him grin. I thought I heard you in the sound of the orchestra playing a little too much above the written mezzo piano because we couldn't contain the feeling," and Shakespeare did say, "The man that hath no music in himself, nor is moved by concord of sweet sounds, is fit for treasons, stratagems, and spoils." So I guess I'm not the only one that saw artful truth in there, and dear God, I thought I saw you on the walls of every art gallery I've ever been to, but God, was that really you? Because I also saw more despair than I could possibly bear to put into words, and Lord, what fools these mortals be, he said. But also, what a piece of work is a man. How noble in reason, how infinite in faculties, in form and moving, how express and admirable in action, how like an angel in apprehension, how like a god. So, dear God, are you in me? If so, where have I misplaced this noble reason and infinite faculties that Hamlet seems to think we've all got? Dear God, I'm so sorry if you gave them to me and I lost them somewhere, because I know I seem to be doing a lot of losing lately. Shakespeare, though, sees to it that I haven't above all lost truth. The poet's pen gives to airy nothing a local habitation and a name, he says, understanding the faith in creation that is independent of faith and dependent on creation, but he was, as such, dependent on his faith for creation. Lord, are you that same, of whom this bard says, God be praised, that to believing souls gives light in darkness, comfort in despair. Now, maybe I don't qualify as one of those believing souls. Maybe like Hamlet the Dane, I've got the type of soul that likes to consider too curiously, overturning, overthinking, and always seemingly sinking in these mysteries of life and death. Maybe only the believing souls are rewarded with this light in darkness, comfort in despair, bit of things, dear God. Is that where you were when I was carving my skin paper thin, when to be or not to be holds so much more for me than any Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name? Did I just not believe enough? Was it really nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows time after time? Now call me disillusioned, call it what you will, call it as you see it, but I've come to some kind of conclusion. Now I don't know if I believe in God, but I do believe in Shakespeare. Be all my sins remembered. Amen.
Yeah!